going on, guys? Out here in Fife Lake, Michigan, doing the Fife Lake loop, the backpacking loop. Got about 20 miles to look forward to. Just started out, and so far so good. Pretty beautiful out here. I wasn't sure what to expect. I heard that out of the Triple Crown, the Fife Lake loop is probably the most underwhelming. So we're gonna see what's up. But it just feels nice to be out on the trail again. The reason I chose this hike in particular is because this is the last hike I have to do to complete the Lower Peninsula's Triple Crown. So I've already done Jordan River Valley or Valley River. I still don't remember what it was. That was my first backpacking trip ever. Then last year Tim and I did Manistee, and now here I am solo on the Fife Lake Loop. It's kind of interesting to do this one solo, the way the other two hikes worked out. My first hike at Jordan River was my first backpacking trip ever. So even though I had done some motorcycle camping, never backpacked. My brother-in-law Jesse and buddy Derek were helping me out with that, picking gear. A lot of stuff I already had because of moto camping. But for that trip, for the first trip, I needed help. Then last year, Manistee, it's my buddy Tim's first like real backpacking. He had done like an overnight, just a one-nighter. So Manistee was his first real one. So now I'm the one helping him out. I'm the one recommending gear, telling him how it's gonna be and everything, as far as like, you know, hiking the trail and doing a little bit of everything. And here I am at the third and final of my Triple Crown, and I'm out here solo. So it's kind of poetic how that worked. About 2 miles into the hike, going pretty smooth. There was a couple decent climbs around the parking lot, but once I got past those, it leveled off pretty quickly. I'm kind of like in a like plain open area now instead of the woods. I'm sure I'll be back in the woods any second here, but I don't know, I think it looks cool. It's not like the most like, it's not like breathtaking or anything, but it's just cool to be out here. I saw a hiker going the opposite direction. It's a Monday, so I don't really expect to see too many people, so it's cool to be out here solo, for sure. I almost thought I would regret wearing the sun hoodie today because it's a little hot and kind of muggy, but once I started getting to more of these open areas where the sun was more of a factor, I was really glad to have it on. The bugs are, they're not, I wouldn't say they're bad, but they definitely, if I stop, they're not gonna leave me alone, so I'm just trying to keep it moving. But yeah, this is one of my favorite pieces of gear that I started using. Let's just say the bug there, a little protein, little trail protein. One of my favorite pieces of gear in the last year I started using was a sun hoodie. Definitely very versatile, very cool, always comfortable too, which is nice. Keeps the sun off you. One thing I've heard about this trail in general is that the NCT side can be kind of boring. There's not a lot going on, and I mean, there kind of isn't. I mean, it's still nice, don't get me wrong. It's kind of just like a gentle hike. Like, I'm kind of at this point looking more forward to the camping. The hike's fine, but it's definitely pretty, I wouldn't say boring, it's just definitely not as picturesque as some of the other trails on the Triple Crown. At this point, I've got about 5 miles in. I'm kind of debating whether or not it's worth taking a break and making lunches, I think I might just keep moving until I get to camp and then worry about dinner later. Because I got a good pace going and not that hungry. Crossing over a lot of like ORV trails. I haven't seen anything out, no side-by-sides or ATVs. I'm not surprised, it's Monday, so not everybody, you know, people are probably at work and not just roaming the wilderness like me. Shouldn't have too much long here before I get to camp. Curious to see how many people are gonna be there. I think it's accessible by the road, so it's not like just a backpacking campsite, so we're gonna see. But yeah, we're getting close. I'm stoked to lay down. I took a break just to kind of catch my breath. I've just been going, I haven't really stopped, and it felt good. I feel a lot better now. I'm ready to just finish this last part and probably make some dinner. I'm hungry. This is a very dope spot. Got the stream coming in here. Really cool spot. I couldn't find anything too flat as far as a place to set up a tent, and I don't even think I'm supposed to be camping on this side of this loop anyway. Rustic camping at least, or dispersed camping, however you prefer it. So I'm gonna keep it moving. Pretty cool spot though. Definitely worth climbing down this hill. Getting back up is gonna be fun. Look what I forgot. I had to backtrack all the way back here to hopefully find this. So that's cool. I'm glad I noticed that it was gone. Otherwise, I would have been, you know, a bad situation. I think I could actually pitch my X-Mid with just one, so I would have been all right, I think, but I don't know. It's like the third time I pitched that tent, so still learning. This is a very dope campground. Probably should have looked up what the rules were regarding staying on this side of Fife Lake. Maybe I can get a signal, because someone's been here. Someone had a fire going. I wonder if it's first come, first served. Maybe I'll set up here tonight. Really, really cool spot. That is just beautiful. So I looked it up, and I can stay here. I can disperse camp here, so that is what I'm gonna do. The plan was to get to the old 131 campground, but I don't know, at this point, I don't really think it's gonna add too much of a hike to just do that tomorrow morning. I mean, this is such a great spot. It's just beautiful. It's just so nice. It'd be a shame just to walk away. I mean, nobody's here, so I don't think I'm gonna see another human being until probably tomorrow. So that's exactly what I want. A lot of people don't like the camping chairs. Say it's a waste of space and you carry it, and I don't know. I like mine. It's worth it every time. This is my new tent for the year, a Durson X-Mid 2. My wife is getting into backpacking, so I wanted a lightweight two-person tent and decided to go with this. Overall, I really like it. This is my third time taking it out. First time backpacking. No, second time backpacking. I took it to Blind Lake for an overnight, and it did pretty well. I'm really happy with it so far. I'm starting to get used to it more. First time using a trekking pole tent, so learning how to pitch it has been like a little back and forth, but at this point I feel like I got it down pretty well. I didn't realize how hungry I was until I sat down for a second, and I got so distracted with making food and doing camp chores that the last thing on my mind was filming. So I already had dinner. Buffalo mac and cheese from Mountain House, like actually kind of not bad. I wasn't mad at it. It was cool. I got my bear bag ready to go up when it's bedtime, and now there's nothing to do but kick back and just relax. I was thinking of getting a fire together tonight, but it does look like it's gonna rain in a couple hours, so I'm just gonna get my camp rain ready, get my rain gear out, maybe go hang up my bear bag, but unfortunately I don't think I'll be having a fire tonight. Good morning. That was probably the best night of sleep I've ever gotten on a backpacking trip. I went to bed at 9, woke up at 7, feeling really good. I think the drive and the hike just kind of took it out of me, but today I'm definitely ready to move. It's gonna start raining soon, so I am gonna grab my food bag and decide whether or not I want to make breakfast here or just start moving and worry about it later. So the rain's here. It's coming down steadily, nothing too crazy, but I decided I'd probably be better off just making breakfast at camp and then getting to the campground and just pushing through. I already filtered my water. My bag's mostly packed, so I don't have really that much to do. But I'm gonna make some scrambled eggs, some Mountain Houses. It's been a Mountain House heavy trip. I didn't have a ton of time. I kind of just decided very spontaneously, like a week ago, to even do this trip. So I did not make the REI trip for the my usual backpacking meals. I mean, Mountain House is all right. I think they're fine. They do the job, right? I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to cook things in your vestibule like this, but I don't really have another choice. That's it for that campsite. Really cool spot. I'm glad I found it. I'd rather be out here than at a regular campsite. Slept really well. It's starting to rain. Nothing too serious yet, but I did put my rain gear on my back, so once it really starts coming down, I'll be ready. I think I'll have maybe 8 or 9 miles to hike today, so I'm feeling good. So let's get this hike started out. This is Camp 131. This is where I would have stayed last night had I not dispersed camped. Pretty nice, pretty big. I think you can drive up to here, which is cool, so you don't necessarily have to backpack it in, but a cool site, access to the river. I like it. It's also got a vault toilet, which is great, so I think I'm gonna take a break. Definitely liking the views and the terrain more so on the NCT side than the Fife Lake side. Definitely more to see so far. There's been lots of fun little elevation changes, something more challenging than yesterday was. And I've got probably 10 miles to my next campsite. Two favorite things to do while I'm backpacking, which is road walking in the rain. So it's actually not that bad. The rain's kind of refreshing. It's a little hot and stuffy in the woods, so even though I'm just walking down a road basically, it's nice to cool off for a second. Got about 6 miles down already, which is great. All right, so about 9 miles in, and I'm still not close to camp. I think I may have screwed myself over staying at that dispersed site last night, but I knew it was going to set me back a few miles, so it's all good. I'm just definitely feeling it. It's a good thing too, because this hike, even the NCT side, it's not that difficult. If it was like Manistee or Jordan Valley, this would suck, but it's just a little extra mileage. It's not that bad. More road walking, but at least the view's nice. Back in the woods again. I took a short break while I was road walking, just to kind of do one last push. I should be getting to the campsite here soon. I probably should have stopped and took a lunch, but just everywhere I went, man, the mosquitoes were so shitty. I just didn't feel like sitting anywhere too long. I mean, physically I feel okay. And I'm drinking plenty of water, but I already ate all my trail snacks that I put out for myself for the day. But otherwise, not like super hungry, so I think I'll be all right. But I'm looking forward to sitting down for sure, getting this bag off. I cannot express how good it feels to sit down right now. It ended up being like, I think 12.3 miles today. Stopping early at that dispersed site definitely sent me back today, but I think it was still worth it. It was a cool site. I don't know that I would do it again. I'd probably just push to 131 and just kind of break up the days evenly. But the day as far as hiking is done, and I'm stoked to be done. Looks like I'm gonna have some neighbors here, so that's something. I'm at a Spring Lake campground. I think I'm just gonna veg for a little bit, get my tent up, and get some food going. I'm definitely getting hungry. Skipping lunch was probably a mistake, but we didn't die, so it's all good. I've been doing a lot of nothing at the site. I'm definitely tired. There's not much to do. Normally I would write or just kind of, I don't know, kick back. I've been listening to a podcast, but I'm just worn down. This trip is unusual in that I think I've spent more time just chilling in my tent on this trip, on this backpacking trip, than I ever have in any other backpacking trip, but I'm just a little worn out, which isn't a terrible thing. Got a couple miles to hike back to the truck tomorrow, so nothing to do but kick back and relax here. Morning, guys. Getting an early start on my hike back to the truck today. Should be thunderstorming here soon, so I just wanted to pack up up my shit and get moving. Slept great. I had a much better, even though the first night I did sleep well. I was at an angle and that was kind of distracting. But at the campsites here, it's a lot more traditional, a lot more flat. So I just calmed out. Feeling good today. Feeling sore a little bit in my shoulders, but that's okay. I should only have about an hour of hiking left to do, and hopefully I'll beat the rain. It's hard to see on the camera, but the direction I'm hiking towards, the clouds are a lot darker, a lot more menacing. Towards the camp, it looks nice, you know, the sun's out. You'd think it'd be a nice day, but I can tell that I'm probably walking into something. It's not coming down too bad though. So we're walking. It was a lot more open, and I was getting rained down. In the woods, it's not too bad, but some of these portions like this, I don't have the greatest like tree coverage. You know, the water's still coming through, so I figured I better throw on my poncho. Shouldn't have too much longer to go. Maybe another half hour. There she is, the truck. That means this trip is over. Thank you guys for joining me once again on another backpacking trip. Overall, I liked it. It's definitely not as technical or as beautiful as the other two Triple Crown, but at least now I can say that I did it. I think I'd bring somebody to this hike if it was their first like multi-day overnight, because it's not too intense. Even though I did 12 miles on the second day, it wasn't really that big of a deal. But I am hot and sweaty in this. I just want to take this bag off and get home. So as usual, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.